There are new reports that say Venezuela has a Bitcoin stash worth about $60 billion. The chair of the SEC, Paul Atkins, joins me now. Mr. Chairman, what's going to happen to those Bitcoins?
Oh, well, that remains to be seen. I think, this whole operation has been amazing. The president and Secretary Rubio, and then the brave service people in our armed forces have done a really spectacular job to try to help bring peace and liberty and prosperity to the people of Venezuela, and then obviously safety to the American people.
Well, are we trying to take those Bitcoin off them?
Well, I mean, that I leave that to others in the administration to deal with. I'm not involved in that. I'm focused really, this week is an important week because the Senate's going to be taking up a bill. It's a bipartisan bill, but which will bring clarity and certainty to the crypto world, and as to the division of responsibility between the SEC and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. So important week, and it'll set the tone for the rest of the year, I think.
Can you tell me about stablecoin? I understand that it has a quarter of the trading volume of Bitcoin. My question is, what role do you see stablecoin having in the future?
Well, the Congress passed and the president signed a bill late last year that was called the Genius Act, and that was really seminal. It was the first statute that the United States government has adopted to recognize a crypto asset. So that was great, and it helped to bring clarity also to stable coins. And so now comes the next step, a good bipartisan effort by both houses of Congress to bring certainty to the market structure regarding cryptocurrencies. And this fits in with the president's focus on making America the crypto capital of the world. So if you have clear legislation and clear rules, then you have certainty in the marketplace. And so I think we're behind it. We are very bullish on the effects of a bill getting to the president to be signed this year, and I think that'll really be a huge help to the crypto marketplace and for investors in that.
Mr. Chairman, the current crypto bill, as I understand it, proposes regulations that would clamp down on public officials profiting off their own crypto business. Should that be allowed?
Well, I'll leave ethical rules to Congress to deal with. That's not my bailiwick, but obviously we will work to enforce rules that may eventually be enacted. But again, my focus is right now on bringing certainty to the marketplace, collaborating with the CFTC, which we will do. They have a great new chairman, Mike Seelig, whom I know very well, and we'll be able to work very closely together. So I think there won't be any longer this kind of uncertainty as between what product falls to the SEC versus the CFTC. So I think this, we're looking towards a really great development here for the United States markets as this bill goes through Congress and then eventually gets signed by the president, I hope, very quickly.
And let's see if we get a crypto rally when things are worked out. Mr. Chairman, thanks very much for joining us this morning. Good stuff.
Thanks, Stuart.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.